Well. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming back to another episode of the Denied Entry to USA show. A show that's for you and only you and no one else. And I always say it in the openings. And I know I always say that. But anyway. So again, I'm Ken Scott. I'm a senior U.S. immigration law intelligence analyst with www.usentry-waiver-services.com. And we resolve all USA border crossing issues. So if you guys cannot cross the border from Canada to USA, then we can sort you out quite proper. So then, we'll take good care of you. So anyway, today's video is going to be I'm going to say a small one. I haven't looked to see which videos we've posted thus far, but this one we're going to call US Entry Waiver Denied. And I don't know if we've done one already for that or not, but if so, then in the description, I'll put this as US Entry Waiver Refused. So I'll make it distinct. Anyway, guys, this one is a really, really important one because as you know, we're in the middle of COVID. And as you know, COVID is not going anywhere anytime soon in Surrey, much less Canada. So in the other video, we put the fact that the Niagara border, they're taking waiver packets right now, which that's fine. But eventually the other borders in BC are going to take these waiver packets. So you guys, when I say guys, it always is gender neutral. So, but you guys really need to be careful regarding these waiver packets, because the fact that when they start opening up the border for travel, you guys are going to start probably flooding whomever, to get your packets done. And you guys need to understand that these waivers are definitely, it's a lifelong thing. It's you F up the first time, you are screwed. I'm going to say screwed because the fact that if you don't need a waiver and you apply for one inadvertently, you are screwed for life. Because what happens is, what people don't realize is, and I know we've had this in other episodes, is the fact that under the U.S. Immigration Code, under 212, it says any alien who is convicted of, I don't even have it in front of me, I know off the top of my head, convicted of, who admits committing acts, and it's one more thing, regarding committing an offense that's involving moral turpitude, yada, yada, is inadmissible. Now, that doesn't mean just a conviction. It means that if you're going to the border and the guard says, sir, what happened in 2008? So what do you mean? Well, sir, I see you have a charge for PPT. What happened? What were you moving? How much weight were you moving? I said, sir, what are you talking about? How much weight was I moving? Well, October 2008, you got charged in Surrey for moving weight. What were you guys moving? How much did you make? Sir, I don't know why you're asking me this, because I cannot recall any of those details back then, sir. And the guard's going to say to me, now I'm not telling you guys to say this, just to let you know, but my friend Sukhwinder Singh and Jas, they were charged with trafficking 3 times, but they've never been convicted because they were always innocent. They never did it. So because the fact that it was mistaken identity and yada, 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 they will never need a waiver. So anyway, I got that aside. So I said to the guy, I said, sir, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about that. Well, what happened in 2008? Sir, back then I was going through lots of stress in life. The only thing I can recall, sir, is the fact that I was charged, but I was never convicted. Now, if you need more info, I can give you the number to the lawyer. Here's his number, and you can call him and discuss it with him, sir. I cannot recall any details. I don't know what to tell you. And the guy's going to chew me out, say, be honest. I said, sir, I'm being honest. I don't recall what happened. I'm sorry. I don't recall what happened. It's, a long time. This is what happens to Jas and Sukhwinder, because, they have bad memories, because apparently when they were younger, they both had a head injury, which is fine, whatever. So if you can't remember, you can't remember. The bottom line is they don't need waivers, yada, yada. You guys who go down to this border and have convictions, or say, oh yeah, well, I smoked reefer every day. Oh, okay, sir, go have a seat. Well, you just talked yourself to needing a waiver. I won't go into that in detail here because that's for another episode. Although I think we've done videos on that already. So what you guys need to realize is that certain offenses like PPT, and you guys that have PPT know exactly what I'm talking about. But for the ones who have no idea what that is, that's possession for the purpose of trafficking. So if you got a PPT a charge, you were not convicted, technically you do not need a waiver. Now, if you happen to, how can I say it? And again, this is not legal advice. This is just what we discovered over the years and how the statutes are written. But if you decide to elaborate on the charge, if you recall it, you guys will talk yourself into a waiver, which is fine. I mean, as long as you guys are fine, you know, paying thousands of dollars over a lifetime, I mean, it is what it is. But two guys I mentioned, they tend to have a bad memory for some reason, I guess because of the head injury. So they will never need it. So, but before I get into the topic about U.S. entry waiver denied, I had some people give some feedback, some private feedback. Apparently they love these videos and they like how we present the material. They like me. I don't know why they like me, but they seem to like me. So without further ado, I guess I can, I'll show you guys my S&M shirt. Before you guys accuse me of being into S&M, yeah, this is my S&M shirt that I wear, but that's not really me, unless I had a bit of wine, but that's a different story for attractive blonde women. But anyway, another story. So let's get right into this. What I try to do with these videos, though, in all honesty, I don't want to keep them like dry and boring, because if they're dry and boring, you guys just fall asleep. You won't retain the info. So with a lot of this stuff, you have to mix it up with, like, you know, some humor, some silliness, and some serious topics. So I try to mix it up. If you look at all the videos that we've done, it's a mixture of serious topics and silliness and humor. So I find people tend to remember it better. And people who know me well, they know I can be a bit silly and be humorous, but also serious at the same time. So it just really depends. So without further ado, a U.S. entry waiver, if it's not done properly, you will get denied, 1,000,000%. Now, for your denial, that could be if you have a PPT offense, and I'm not going to explain what PPT is, because the PPT people know what PPT is. If you got a PPT conviction, and if you don't provide the proper, how can I say it? The proper items in that packet, you will get denied, 1,000,000%. And the thing is, for me, I always have this battle where I don't want these discount waiver companies and lawyers just, because they're always circling us like sharks, always looking for material that they can use, not so much against us to make money and try to like Jew us down, whatever. So only thing I have for them, they can bite the big one for all I care. So I'm not giving them F all. But what I will say, again, with PPT cases, they have to be done a certain type of way. You have to add certain supplements. You have to show a certain type of thing. Now, if you can do it successfully, you will win your case. Now, it doesn't matter if you are moving, I don't know, a couple, 3 or 4 joints, or if you're moving, if you happen to be a baker and you're moving lots of flour by the tractor trailer load, you will get cleared. And the reason why I know that is because the guys we've got cleared in Surrey, some of them were bakers. So go figure. But the thing is, they've changed their life around. Now they're rehabilitated and they go to the temple, they pray, they get married, they have kids. They don't do that stuff anymore. So, you know, then it's fine. But if these cases are not done properly, you will not get cleared, 1,000,000%. Now, you guys want to throw away money, that's fine. It's up to you, it's your money. But the thing is, for me, I like to enjoy life. I like to have money. Now, having money means that you basically can just do, many things. So for me, I walk around with this in my pocket. Oh, it's not even clear. Oh, shit. If you're not walking around in your pocket with at least, the color, with at least 2,500 to 3K as spending money, you're not doing it right. So this is what I do. So I put it together, put my money clip around it, and this is what I carry with me. So you young guys, when I say young, like 20 or 25, you guys need to get your stuff together and try to be successful at what you do. And I kind of went off topic a bit regarding U.S. entry waivers denied, but if you're a guy at 24, 25, and if you're a guy crying about birds saying they don't like me, no one likes me, they won't date me, you guys need to get your stuff together and pull your head out of your rectum and say, you know what? I'm 24. I'm going to have my own carpentry business. I'm going to have my own electrician's business. And you guys need to make it happen. So you guys make it happen. If you guys need a waiver, that's fine. You guys pay this fee, and then you guys can write this off on your business expenses. You guys got to stop, you guys got to be smart about stuff. You guys can't be holding your head in the cloud, burying your head in the sand saying, no one loves me, yada, yada, yada. That's just dumb shit. And I'm not giving you guys a free pass for that because I'm starting to see it too much now in Vancouver. Too many of you guys keep crying, saying no one loves me, no bird loves me, no girl loves me. You guys need to focus on yourself and making your money and not having people distract you. So I went off on a bit of a tangent, for the guys like 24, 25, because that's our future. And people who know me well know I'm actually a very caring person in the sense of I like seeing people happy and successful. That's my my Cuban Dominican side, for my family, I guess. So, but when the day's over, you guys have to look in the mirror and decide what's right for you. And if stuff goes south and you guys screw up, everyone makes mistakes, but if you guys screw up, then it's your fault. It's not my fault. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's not anyone else's fault. It's your fault if you screw up and no one else. And again, I'm not giving you guys a free pass on that. So I feel really strongly about that. So the same applies for these U.S. entry waivers. You guys cheap out. Again, guys is gender neutral. You guys cheap out and say, "Oh, I'll pay Batman $5.99 for his waiver." You guys get denied, and you come to me, so Ken, I got denied. So, well, we can get you cleared. Well, how much is it going to cost? And I'm going to say, I'm going to say to you, well, how many stars are in the sky? And it's not to be a punishment. It's a lot of it is because we have to undo a lot of the bad stuff that Batman's part of the waivers did to screw up your case. So you guys just again, this is more for the complex cases or the PPT stuff like that. Guys who used to kick in doors with Glocks, guys who had major fraud, all that kind of stuff. Basically, a lot of Surrey type stuff. Although the Surrey people don't do that to us, so with them it's fine. If you guys got a small case I don't know, you stole a car at your Willie in Winnipeg, and you're paying vagina money at 45, but you stole a car at 20, and now, like I said, you're 45. Then that's a different story. So you guys don't have to really worry about that as much, because Willie's case won't be as hard. But ironically, Willie would be the one who will call us every day asking about his case, worried. Whereas the guy who pistol whipped an RCMP officer with his Glock and all that stuff, he says, here's the money, tosses it on the table like this, here, get it done. And that's it. So it's just unreal. The guys with the big cases that we get, they rarely call us and say, get it done, handshake, out the door. These guys like Willie, every week call us, or every other day. Oh, I'm really scared. I don't know how I'm going to get cleared. Oh, MFG. It's what we say. Willie, it's fine. You stole a car at, I don't know, 19, or Willie, you stole a robot at 19, now you're 50. It's a rowboat. Don't worry about it. It's a rowboat. Yeah, but it's really serious. I'm like, oh man. Oh yeah, Willie, it's really bad. It's really bad. With the same guy who pistol whipped RCMP officers and all that kind of stuff. He said, yeah, I got a few charges. Yeah, that's fine. Page 2, page 3, page 4. But yeah, but ironically, it's easier to get the pistol whipper cleared quicker than Willie. Because Willie doesn't have any street knowledge or any street game. He doesn't know how the game is played. Well, the other guys I mentioned, they know the game. So they say, here's the money, what needs to be done. So this is kind of why we're thinking of just, we're focusing mostly on complex cases. But we will take other cases that's less complex, but it just depends on who you are. So bottom line is we want you guys to, to get your money's worth, to get cleared. Even if you guys pay $1, you're entitled to get cleared, for that service. And I feel really strongly about that. And like I said in the other video, this is why we have a 99% success rate, because we very, very rarely lose. But all the effort that goes into getting that success rate, well, not so much me, but it can give you gray hair. So, you guys really have to understand the system. You guys definitely got to get some, not all you guys, some of you guys have to get some street game. Some of the stuff we see coming in here. We said in the other video about prices for waivers. Some of you guys are fine with prices. Some of you guys, that's all you care about, prices. First thing you guys say is how much. Now, I have to admit, though, since the last video we put out regarding the prices, we have not gotten as many people calling, asking about prices. For some reason, now they call and they start talking about their case, and then they ask how much. So these videos that we do really, really go far. I'm surprised how far they go. So this is why I'm emphasizing. We'll get you cleared, but if price is your big issue, then you need to call Batman's Pardons and Waivers. And you get denied or screwed, then it's your fault. Because you guys really need to pay for quality. Now, another thing I was going to talk about is a lot of times when women certain women cross the border, and the border guard accuses them or thinks they're doing massage, then they often get accused of what they call it prostitution, but it's not prostitution. It's just massage. There's nothing wrong if a guy, if your name is Sally Sue, and because you do massage, and I don't know, let's say guy is a construction worker, he's got a bad back, you help massage his back, with the heels. You take this part of the hand, you dig in, yada yada, all stuff. I know how all that works. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, when you're doing massage, and for some reason the guy looks like I say Michael Moore. No offense to Michael Moore, I like his movies, but if he looks like Michael Moore, you're doing massage, and if suddenly you find Michael Moore attractive, that's not illegal. This is what you guys need to understand. So when the border guard, looks in the system and sees that you girls have ads on, Leo's List in Vancouver, and there's another one called Arrows. Not that I would know personally, but because the fact that they see these ads, you girls offer massage, what these guards have to do is they have to get you girls to admit to exchanging sex for money. And when you admit to exchanging sex for money, that's when they deem it prostitution and you girls are inadmissible. Now, having said that, there's certain codes in the system, under the immigration code anyway, that if they put you under those codes, you only technically have a 10-year ban. So it depends how they classify you. But even before it gets to that, you girls need to understand that the guard, with the manual, what happened to the manual? But in the manual, it dictates what the guard has to ask you. He has to get you to admit that you are exchanging sex for money. And the minute you admit that, you're deemed prostitution, you got your 10-year ban, yada, yada, you need a waiver, all that good stuff. But again, actual massage itself, there's nothing wrong with massage. And again, if you're doing massage and you find an individual and you find them attractive suddenly, that's not illegal. But if you say, well, I'm doing sex for money, whether you are or not, then it's illegal. Now, if you're Joel Smith and you get on the phone and you call uh, Sally Sue from Arrows, and Sally Sue says to you, "What are you looking for, baby?" And you say, "I can't really say it on YouTube." You say, "I'm looking for a duck," but just put the F in there. I'm looking for a good duck that makes me feel really good. Say, "Oh, okay, good. So you really want a good duck?" Yeah, I really want a good duck and good. I'll say monkey. I'll say Rucky. I'm looking for a duck and good Rucky. Take the R out and put S in. So I said, oh, okay, good, good. All right. Well, I'll be at your room at the Bates Motel in about an hour. So that's fine. You gotta knock on your door. It's not Sally Sue. Or actually, it might be Sally Sue. She might come in there and say, oh, so what are you looking for, baby? What are you looking for? And you say, oh, I'm looking for a good duck and good zuck. Okay, all right. Oh, a good ducky. Sorry, I get it all mixed up. Again, none of this is legal advice, but by you guys verbally stating that, now you guys are gonna get burned for solicitation. If it's a sting, you guys will get screwed. You guys need to understand how this stuff is set up. Now, another scenario, if you're a guy and you get on the phone and you get a hold of Sally Sue, and she says, "What are you looking for?" And you say, "Oh, I'm looking for a massage." She said, "Okay, nothing else? Nothing else? I'm looking for a good back massage. You know, my back is tired, or I'm a laborer in Surrey, so my back is really, really stiff. Oh, it hurts so badly." She said, "Okay." She said, "You sure you don't want anything else? Anything else?" If she's insisting about anything else, you guys better wake up, because that might not be what you think it is. The way the system is set up, they need you guys, and I won't say who, they need you guys to actually admit to requesting a sex act in exchange for money. Then you guys are burned for solicitation. However, if that's the case, there's actually a way to get you out of a waiver based upon that, but that's for another video. And then if she comes to your room and you guys reiterate, yada, yada, you guys are in trouble. So anyway, I'm not trying to tell you, basically trying to tell you guys how the system, works, how it's set up. You guys can take the info and do what you see fit with it. So I'm not telling you to say this, say that. It's your choice. But bottom line is, when the day is over, all this stuff is going to contribute to you possibly needing a U.S. waiver. So, but one thing I can elaborate, a little bit on what I just said was, if you take this and you put this in a girl's hand, or I guess maybe a guy, depending on who you guys are, whatever you're into, you put this into a girl's hand and say, "I want a good duck." You guys are going to get the door kicked in or open and your hands placed behind your back, because you guys just basically solicited. You guys need to really, really learn this game. I know how to, well, I won't say that, but the way this game works, there's a lot of things that can be used against you. I know it very well, just from what people tell me anyway. So I've never been a paying customer, but I know how it works from the inside out, down to the cent, just based upon what people have told me, of course. So just to get that out there. So this part of the video is also for a couple of women I know who may have had issues at the border regarding massage. So even though U.S. entry waiver denied, it's kind of also tied into that. So what you guys also need to understand is, when these guards do a sworn statement, it's not in your behalf. It's not to help you. And these sworn statements are actually voluntary. These statements are not mandatory. They cannot make you do these statements. I don't care what they tell you. They cannot make you do it. So, but, when I put these videos out, I don't go into too much detail, because, like I said, competitors are trying to take this info and just use it and try to Jew us out, whatever. If you guys want more info, you guys already know to give me a shout and talk to us, me or one of my guys. Like I said, we've got 6 locations around the world, and we clear a lot of people. So I think I pretty much covered it all. So bottom line, for these U.S. entry waiver cases, they have to be done the proper way. you have to show the proper responses regarding how the pack is prepared. I feel really badly about part of this because, in fact, I can't really tell you guys in detail what I really want to say because the DWCs, the waiver companies, they're always circling like sharks looking for info. So, but you guys are actually calling me or calling us, not just me, asking us info, and on the phone, I can give you guys much more, specific details about this thing. So I'm going to kind of leave it at that. And again, we have the tools that different firms use, like high-end LA firms use. So this is how we get you guys cleared. So yes, you guys are going to have to come in, and some of you guys are going to have to pay this. Some of you. I can't help it. You guys know what your background is. So, when the day's over, the bottom line is you guys have to decide what's more important to you. Are you care more about quality, or do you care about getting cleared? So if you care about quality, then you look up www.usentry-waiverservices.com, or you give us a shout at 1-888-908-3841. And or if you're in Surrey, I always say Surrey, 604-332-9213. And once again, thanks for stopping by. So Ken Scott, Senior, U.S. Entry Waiver Law Intelligence Analyst at www.usentry-waiverservices.com. And in the words of my Vulcan colleague, as I often say, live long and prosper. Oh, yeah, got it right.
I got to tell you, folks, wait till Hulk Hogan comes out here. The roof is going to come off the Bell Center here in Montreal. As the anticipation builds, you can feel it. The legendary Hulk Hogan is a heartbeat away